Brough, ROA. Did you dedicate that to Ben Fisher?
Yeah, we did. We knew that it was Ben's last game today, and it devastated for him. I think when you saw him with the Flower of Scotland, he had his young family with him when they were singing it. He was devastated. So we didn't need a lot of inspiration anyway. But if we needed that little bit extra, certainly Ben Fisher was mentioned at half time.
Good comeback in the second half, showed a lot of composure when you could have hit the panic button a bit, because I think you were a bit unlucky in the first half to have those tries ruled out.
Yeah, I think we've gone over 3 or 4 times and obviously didn't get the ball down, but probably pretty desperate in the first half without the need to be. I think we tried to score a lot of points rather than being patient. It was only 8-0 and obviously second half when we spoke about being composed and getting back to what we practiced, and we did it. And that's when we've done that in the other 2 games, and obviously the second half we've scored points, and the commitment and the effort and the desire which the players have shown, and a lot of people's mentioned that. I think just the way they've played and the skill levels and the way we've gone about our jobs. I thought second half probably summed our World Cup up so far.
Be hoping the missed tries don't come back to haunt you.
It's not about that. It's not about that. We got ourselves in position to get those points, and at the end of the day we've come up with 2 wins and a draw in a World Cup. So games, you can look at the negatives, but there's no way I can look at any sort of negatives with this game and the other 2 games we've played. We've scored a lot of points again tonight, not conceded many, and we've done all we can.
Steve, will you go to the Shea on Sunday? Are you going to go shopping out and are you going to watch it?
No, we're going to watch it as a team. We're going to, in the hotel, we'll watch it as a team, and we'll either go to Headingley from there, or we'll get back to work. But that's what we've been. We've been a team, whether it's been backroom staff, players, supporters, reporters who's been with us in the group stages. We start as a team, and we'll watch the game as a team on Sunday.
Danny, can you just run us through what happened before kick-off and your own recollection of what happened to Ben in the warm-up?
We were split left and right doing his plays, and I looked over and all the lads were clapping their hands, and I seen Fish distraught laid on the floor holding his calf. I didn't know what it was really. I didn't know if he was holding his ankle together or what, but yeah, real disappointed for him, because if anybody wants to go out on an eye, and if that's his last game, it's a sad way for him to go after he's been a cracking player.
What did he do then, Steve?
Calf. He's pulled his calf muscle, maybe torn his calf muscle.
He's doing a practice run.
Yeah, it's just one of those things what's happened. I think, when you think about what the players have done, it's 3 games in 9-10 days, and the intensity which they've played at as well. So these things are obviously going to happen, and it's just unfortunate, but
it's not the sort of injury that maybe in the next, if he could stay alive, he could play.
Possibly, yeah, possibly. It's still quite early to say he's in a lot of pain at the moment now on crutches, but 24 hours, totally different.
I believe when Matty Russell scored, he actually had both punches up in the air.
Is that right? Oh, he's healed already then.
Get back from the semi-finals.
I'm not answering that one.
Yeah. Will Ian Henderson be okay though?
Ian will be okay, yeah. Ian will be okay, and Kane Lynette, he'll be fine as well, hopefully with a little bit of extra rest.
Any thoughts about Matty Russell, Steve? He's had a great World Cup so far.
Yeah, you look at some of the key players which some of the, your Australians, your New Zealand, your Englands have got. Matty Russell's been right up there with them. He's had a fantastic World Cup, and he's just worked hard. He's played against 3 top teams, and he's been the standout player in all 3 games, irrelevant to who we've played, whether that's some of the NRL players for the Tongan team, the Italian team. Got some great players in our side as well, but I think Matty does deserve a special mention.
Gold Coast must have a good full back, mustn't they? If he can't get on their side.
I think you look at Matty Russell, but you look at David Scott as well today.
Yeah.
David came in, come through the Scotland pathway, and got put under an enormous amount of pressure, with the high kicks he's took, and he was composed and came up with a lot of big plays. So even though Matty's got the points, somebody like our back line, I think it's average age of 21. Matty Russell, Erste, Ben Halliwell.
I thought he had a good game today.
Yeah, so all our back 3, the age of our back 3, superb, and the future's really good from Scotland point of view.
Steve, you're saying you'll watch the game together on Sunday, but it's going to be kind of weird 3 days either way. I mean, will it be difficult to handle?
No, not at all. No, we'll do rehab as per normal. Do the video tomorrow. Have a light session on Saturday, and then get together as a squad on Sunday and watch the game. So definitely not. You know, we're still in the World Cup. It's not as if everybody's going home now. We're giving ourselves a chance, and you know, we'll just hope that that Tonga can put a performance in.
Are you worried about how they might prepare for the game? I mean, they've got nothing to play for. Is that it?
Tongan side, I've got something to play for. You know, I know they spent a lot of time in the home country before the World Cup, and when they came over, they spoke how proud they were to represent the country. And there's no doubt on Sunday they'll be coming out firing. They'll not want to go away from the World Cup without getting 2 wins. So very proud people, and as I said, they spent a lot of time visiting their own country before the World Cup and how proud they were to represent them, and there's no doubt that they'll have a big game on Sunday.
Steve, I'm liking this togetherness that you've got amongst your squad as well. It's got you through, hasn't it?
It's played a big part. You know, I think the values which we've set as a coaching staff and as key players like Danny, this fella's been fantastic on and off the field, and very fortunate I've got a good bunch of senior players. You know, you've got Ben Fisher, you've got Brough, you know, and there's a few more in there as well. And the culture, the environment we've set, and we've worked hard. All the players have worked hard.
And like you said, there's a real development pathway starting to emerge, isn't there, in Scotland?
Well, there is with those the younger players. David Scott's a great example. You know, our manager is Ollie Cruikshank, who's you know, works in Edinburgh. He's yeah, so there's a pathway both on and off the field, and with players like Danny and some of the other players we've got, you know, the future's very good. You know, to not lose a game in a World Cup, you know, from our point of view, is a fantastic achievement.
Does that excite you as well, Steve?
Of course.
You've been in this job a long while now, haven't you?
Yeah, well, 10 years, 2 World Cups. You know, I'm sat here, can't believe I'm actually sat here still doing what I'm doing.
Can you get a testimonial?
I'm going to ask her now, yeah, I think so, yeah. Well, I just never thought of that.
Now, how proud have you been, Danny, to lead this group?
Yeah, I've been over the moon, obviously. You know, there was a lot of speculation and things like that before the World Cup, but as soon as Steve rang me, I was overjoyed. And you know, we spoke at length on phone a couple of times, and he asked me to be captain. And you know, it's something I wear me out on my sleeve every game I play, and it's extra special when, you know, I'm in a group like this, and I get that much respect off lads. It's pretty hard for me to give it all back, but I try my best and get around everybody. And you know, it's just been one of them camps where we can't do any more than we've done. We just have to wait and see what happens. But you know, I'm so proud of what we've done and what we've achieved this World Cup.
Danny, you were wearing your heart on your sleeve a bit when you had that try disallowed. I mean, how did you see it? Because I couldn't quite see the. I mean, it looked a great try, but I couldn't quite see the replay very well.
Yeah, obviously it's a tough call. I went to the screen and it looked like the man was Shepherd, but in full flight, I thought he could have moved a bit quicker around the man. But you know, you get them sometimes and you don't. And you know, that's look at draw. I didn't get it that day, but I'm glad we went on and got the win.
Steve, if you do get a crack at the kick, what does that mean development-wise? I mean, that is a big game against them.
I don't get any bigger. You know, playing against the world champions. Whoever gets a crack at the Kiwis, whether it's us, Italy, or you know, us or Italy now, isn't it? Massive, you know, and we'll go in there as we've approached every other game. Some of us might have to get an extra time off work to train next week, but that's probably more of a fear ringing our bosses up to, you know, tomorrow and asking for extra time off work. But from a development point of view, nobody would have believed it, and nobody would have believed what we've done already, to be fair. But it would just be nice to extend it for another week and have a crack at the Kiwis.
Any other questions? Thanks everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We need to